It's time for high school baseball on KDAO. Tonight's game is brought to you by New Roth Trucking, Wells Fargo Advisors, Marshalltown Community College, Gallagher Insurance, Risk Management, Consulting, Partner Communications, GNB Bank. Now, high school baseball on KDAO.
Good evening and welcome to the MHS Baseball Diamond. Andy Jennings with you. This is Radio On the Go Sports, as we've got high school baseball for you tonight. Marshalltown hosting East Marshall, their first ever matchup, according to GoBound. Marshalltown at 6-17, East Marshall at 4-13. Mustangs snapped an 11-game losing streak last night with a win over Gladbrook Rhinebeck 13-3. Marshalltown lost a pair of games last night to Des Moines East 12-9 and 11-3. So both teams coming a little up and down. Marshalltown did sweep Des Moines North. That would have been back on Monday night, 17-2 and 19-7. And then put up 9 against East and then 3 against East in the second game. So they're looking to try and get on track, especially with the tough schedule they have coming up. Have to go to Ames, then hosting Fort Dodge here before they host Mason City, then at Waterloo East host Nevada. And that's it for the regular season. For East Marshall, they also have a tough task ahead of them on Monday night, as they will travel to 2A number 6 Grundy Center for a NICL showdown. Then they play at PCM Tuesday night, host Hudson Wednesday night, play at Jessup Thursday night, and host Denver Friday night. So they have another 5-game week next week, and then they'll finish up at home against Oldline on the 29th and at home against Belle Plaine on the 30th. So this should be a fun matchup here tonight between the Bobcats and Mustangs, as Marshalltown wearing their throwback jerseys from 1976. So a little different look for Marshalltown. Pretty cool throwback jerseys for the Bobcats. This is my first time seeing Marshalltown this year. I think Austin might have did a Marshalltown baseball game earlier in the year. Maybe Chuck did. I can't quite remember. But it is, I think, Champions Night, so they are honoring one of the championship teams. Maybe it is the 1976 team for the Bobcats. We'll find out more when they discuss it. But East Marshall at 4-13, Marshalltown at 6-17. As we get set for this one here tonight from the MHS Diamond, as all the players coming out onto the field, as they will be honored here in front of a nice crowd. Of course, we had those rain showers go through in the afternoon. Wasn't quite sure if we were going to get this in, but they canceled the JV game and just varsity only tonight here in Marshalltown. Let's take a look at the starting lineups first for East Marshall. Eli Burns will lead off and play second base. Blake Newroth is the shortstop, hitting second. Jackson Bush will play first base and bat third. Cale Newroth is the left fielder, hitting fourth. Jackson Boswell will play center field and bat fifth. Landon Doherty is the third baseman, hitting sixth. Gavin Gassler will play right field and bat seventh. Austin Crandon will catch and hit eighth, and Cade Birchland is the designated hitter, batting ninth. Nathan Fry will get the ball for East Marshall, coming off his shortest outing of the year against West Marshall. That would have been on Wednesday night, where he only lasted 2/3 of an inning and was unable to get out of the first inning, and gave up 8 runs, hit 3 batters. So he's looking for a lot better start here tonight against Marshalltown. Starters for the Bobcats, Aiden Holmgren will lead off. He's the first baseman. Garrett Tatey will play third base and hit second. Jalen Logsden is the left fielder batting third. Madden Martin will play shortstop and hit fourth. Quinn McLeod is the center fielder batting fifth. Lars Schoenfelder will pitch and hit sixth. Bennett Ricken is the designated hitter batting seventh. Caden Maris will play second base and hit eighth, and James Myron is the catcher batting ninth. Luke Stolzer is the center fielder. So this is the 1976 Bobcat team being honored here at the MHS Diamond. They're all kind of lined up behind home plate. Lots of Bobcats able to make it. The 1976 champions being honored here tonight, and Marshalltown will wear the 1976 throwback jerseys. So they kind of look a lot like the Minnesota Twins. Looking at them from far away, that's what I'd say. With the blue and the red, I'd say the gray, the blue, and the red. Maybe you'd say the Dodgers, but the Dodgers are more white. The Twins are gray, but I'm getting a little bit distracted. But we'll see what happens here tonight. Both these teams have struggled at times to field the ball. So we've seen errors and unearned runs for both of these teams at times. And Marshalltown has committed 67 errors. East Marshall has committed 54 errors. So both these teams have made a lot of errors. Well, they had the 1976 baseball team and now the 1981. As they won the Class 4A Iowa State title in 1981. As the second state title for Marshalltown. So 76 and then 81. Now, 1981 Bobcats. And the introduction of the Champions Night. And the 1976 team. They won the 1976 championship, and again wearing the 1976 throwback jerseys tonight. As the championship and champions night here tonight in Marshalltown. Well, that everybody could come back for tonight's game. Of course, Marshalltown used to play in varsity doubleheaders. This only a single game. And one of the teammates tapping one of the guys on the head that hit the walk-off hit to help Marshalltown win. That was the first ever Bobcat baseball title in 1976. Honoring to the 1976 state championship team, their 50-year reunion. And now they're going to announce the 1976 team. As the 1976 Marshalltown team introduced here. As everybody lined right behind home plate here on Champions Night. And throwback night as the Bobcats were in the 1976 throwback jerseys. And everyone giving the team a big hand. The first ever baseball title for the Bobcats, 1976. And also have the former head coach at MHS. One of the head coaches back. The far right side of the camera. And as we get set for this one, kind of a fun matchup tonight. I mean, you don't get a chance to see these types of games too much. I mean, you do kind of around the state. I mean, you get, seems like Newman Catholic has always played Mason City, and they're, of course, smaller. Of course, Newman Catholic is a baseball powerhouse. But I've seen, like, you know, Fort Dodge play Fort Dodge St. Edmund, so it's kind of cool that Marshalltown and East Marshall playing here tonight. As now they'll go through the 1981 Bobcat baseball team. So they honored the 76 team. Now they're going to go through the 81 team. So I don't know if they're just honoring those two or if there's another team as well. There's a lot of guys out there on the field being honored here tonight. As the coach is who they're talking about. Marshalltown won the championship. As Marshalltown was hosting the state tournament for a long time here. And the 1981 team won the state title here. It was always fun when Marshalltown would be the host and come up here and see some great baseball games. Now they've moved the state tournament kind of all over the place, from Iowa City to Carroll to, oh goodness, where were they last year? I can't remember. It was somewhere different. Might have even been out west. I don't remember totally. Of course, softball is always in Fort Dodge. Soccer moved this year, went from the Des Moines complex over to Ames. As we get ready for this one, Marshalltown and East Marshall, both teams kind of looking at the maybe the second season here. Want to try and turn things around and work on playing some better baseball here as we get later into the season. As the 81 Bobcats being honored, as they won 14 of their last 16 games to go on to win the state title. And I think the coach, Brad Clement, as the 1981 state championship team honored. And a nice ovation, and now they're going to get introduced. Some of the 1981 players being introduced. As Aaron Schutte, the Marshalltown superintendent, one of the players on that 1981 team. As the 81 team honored. And now the 85 and 86 Bobcats will be honored as well. As Coach Brad Clement again helped the Bobcats win the 85 and 86 championships. As the team's waiting. Big crowd on hand for this one. As they beat Davenport Central in the championship game. And 40 years ago, the 86 team posted a 25-11 record and went on to win the state championship over top-ranked Muscatine, 6-2. As the 85 and 86 teams honored, we honored the 76 team, then 81, and now 85 and 86. We'll now introduce some of the players on that team. There's some of the players being introduced here. The 85 and 86 Bobcat championship team being honored. We honored the 85-86 championship team, the 81 championship team, and the 1976 championship team. And now the 2002 championship team. We won the 5th state title for Marshalltown. In 2002, they beat Cedar Rapids Kennedy 9-6 in the finals. This will be the 25-year anniversary. I think it'll be 24. It's only 2026. With the 02 Bobcat team being honored. As Jeff Clement was on that 2002 team, of course, everybody knows that name. As Clement and Mike Mogard named All-State. And he was the all-time home run leader with 75 home runs. He played at USC and then went to the Mariners for a while. And then for the Pirates. And of course, Coach Steve Hansen, who was the longtime Bobcat coach for the longest time. Till recently is when Coach Hansen has stepped away. And it looks like he's here tonight. As Jeff Clement is in the house tonight, as well as Mike Mogard. And Steve Hansen here. And the champions honored here at the MHS Diamond. The 1976 champs, the 81 champs, 85, 86, and 2002, all honored here prior to the game. We're going to take a break and come back with more. This is Radio On The Go Sports on Soft Track 92.9 and KDAO.com.
New Roth Trucking in LeGrand is locally owned and operated, and they have been in business for 25 years. If you need a load of rock hauled for your driveway or dirt for your construction project, Brad at New Roth Trucking is the person to call. New Roth Trucking also hauls ag lime for your farm field and handles local and over-the-road van freight. For more information, contact Brad at 641-485-0624. New Roth Trucking proudly supports the East Marshall Mustangs, and they wish them the best this season.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Welcome back to the MHS Diamond as we get set for a non-conference game. It is Marshalltown and East Marshall here tonight from the MHS Diamond. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup in this one. For East Marshall, it'll be Nathan Fry. He's got an 0-4 record, 23 innings, 27 hits, 31 runs, only 20 earned. He has struck out 21 and walked 7. His problem has been hit by pitches, though. He has hit 13 batters on the season. For Marshalltown, they will have Lars Schoenfelder. And Schoenfelder's got a 2-2 record, 20 1/3 innings. He's allowed 14 hits, 15 runs. He has struck out 22 and walked 13. We'll step away for the national anthem and come back with the opening pitch from Marshalltown. It's the Bobcats and the Mustangs coming up on Soft Rock 92.9 as they will do the batting order. So they're not going to go right into the national anthem yet. Some of the top hitters for East Marshall, which I've seen them the last 2 nights. This will be 3 nights in a row. Saw them lose to West Marshall 12-6 on Wednesday. They beat Gladbrook Rhinebeck last night 13-3. Blake Newroth comes in batting .438. He's got 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 11 runs batted in. Jackson Boswell is hitting .286. He's got the lone home run for East Marshall with 12 runs batted in, and it is a deep park here. 320 down both lines, 360 in center, so it's going to be tough to get one out tonight, although you never know. And Landon Doherty has really been swinging a really hot bat for East Marshall, as everything he seems to hit is a line drive. As even last night, he had a line drive base hit, then another line drive that was caught. So he is swinging a really good bat for Marshalltown. It's been one of the problems for the Bobcats. Their offense just has not really come along. They're batting just .203. But Garrett Tatey hitting .220. Aiden Holmgren at .236. Jalen Logsdon has kind of been the guy, batting .392. He's got 3 doubles, 12 runs batted in. He's got 20 hits. So he leads Marshalltown by far in hits, and he's just a freshman. So he has really had an impressive year. He's 20 of 51. He's one of the main players that East Marshall will have to try and slow down here tonight. And then you've got... really, that's one of the main hitters. Kinnick Niederman is batting .258, but he's not in the lineup. Then you've got Holmgren at .236, McLeod at .222. Rickens hitting .667, but that's only in 3 at-bats. Myron at just .156. Bobcats also have struck out 147 times, so that's been a problem for them to put the ball in play. We will step away for the national anthem and come back with the opening pitch from Marshalltown on Radio On The Go Sports on 92.9 and KDAO.com.
You've got goals. You need a plan. Don't waste time or money. At Marshalltown Community College, you get the power to choose. Transfer to a 4-year university or step straight into a career in healthcare or trades. Small classes, caring faculty, real-world experience. Marshalltown Community College. Your future starts now.
Big news from your local insurance team in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines. Assured Partners is now Gallagher Insurance, Risk Management, and Consulting. You'll still work with the same local people you know and trust. Now backed by the strength and global resources of Gallagher, a trusted name for nearly 100 years. More expertise, more solutions, stronger protection. Because we're stronger together. Stop by your local office today and discover the power of Gallagher.
Hi, this is Chris from Partner Communications. Did you know we now offer electrical services? Whether you're looking to change out a few lights within the home or wiring a whole new house, Partner can get it done. Master electrician Jeff Campbell will come to your home and provide you with a free estimate. Residential, agricultural, or commercial, let our courteous professional technicians complete your electrical projects. Call our office today, 641-498-7701.
Turning out to be a beautiful night for high school baseball. East Marshall and Marshalltown. Andy Jennings with you on Radio on the Go Sports. Around the outfield for Marshalltown, it'll be Logsden in left, Stalzer in center, McLeod in right, Tatey at third, Martin at short, Maris at second, Holmgren at first, and Myron behind the plate. On the mound for the Bobcats is Lars Schoenfelder. And Schoenfelder, a 2-2 record on the season. He's thrown 20 and a third innings, 14 hits, 15 runs, 10 earned, 22 strikeouts, 13 walks. And again, errors have been a bit of a problem for Marshalltown at times. Bobcats have made 67 errors. That comes in 23 games, so they want to just play clean baseball. Actually, both teams looking to play a little cleaner baseball. At times, East Marshall has done a lot of the same stuff, throwing it around, and it's really been just one bad inning for East Marshall a lot of the year. But we'll see what happens here tonight in this one. As we should be in I think this should be a good game. I'm expecting a tight one. I don't think either team blows out the other unless, sometimes things happen where one team gets super hot at the plate. And Schoenfelder, kind of a little bit of a sidearm look to him. Well, it's turning out to be a beautiful night. It's nice and chilly, nice and cool. It's not chilly, but it's nice and cool. And, honestly, the weather thus far for baseball and softball has been fantastic. I know it's going to come back to bite us eventually, but to this point, to get to this far into the season and to have the weather we've gotten for these baseball and softball games and not have any 90, 95-degree things, it has been quite pleasant. It'll be Eli Burns to start it, and the first pitch is high and away for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Burns, one of the leaders for East Marshall, batting .250. When he gets on, good things happen. The 1-0 pitch, that's inside for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Burns also with good speed. East Marshall is a team. If they're able to get some stolen bases, they will run on you at will. They get runners on. Here's the 2-0 delivery. That's high and away, 3-0. Not close thus far to the strike zone for Schoenfelder. And a 3-0 count on Eli Burns. Looking for his first strike, the 3-0 pitch, and that one's in there for a strike. 3 balls and a strike on Burns. He started the game last night with a double. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that's high, ball 4. So leadoff walk to Burns. And East Marshall's got a leadoff base runner. And that will bring up Blake Newroth. So 2 straight lefties to start the game for East Marshall. And Newroth showing bunt as Burns getting a huge lead. Quick throw to first and almost dug out by the first baseman Holmgren. Behind the plate, Myron going to have to be ready to throw. As on the season, as Burns getting a little bigger lead. Another throw over, the quick tag, and he's out. And Coach Hamer over there can't believe it, but Burns is picked off. And that'll be a caught stealing, 1-3. And one down. He had a big lead, and Schoenfelder picks him off. And then misses high and away to Newroth. It was a quick move. As Newroth standing in for East Marshall. It takes high a ball. So Schoenfelder struggling a bit with his command in the early going. Newroth, the lone senior for East Marshall, batting .438. And some raindrops falling. And there's a fastball for a strike on the inside corner. We also have BCLUW softball for you tonight against Colonesco, but that game might be nearing its end. It started at 6 with Chuck. 2-1 pitch inside. And 3 balls and a strike. So Newroth will be looking for something he can drive. The 3-1 pitch, and he hit him. So Newroth hit by the pitch. So a walk and a hit batsman. And Newroth will head down to first base. And now here's Jackson Bush. Bush, a junior, batting .333. See if Newroth doesn't get quite as big a lead as Burns was getting. Quick throw over. Newroth back safely. Schoenfelder already has shown he can pick off a runner at first. Newroth creeping his lead out a little bit further. The pitch, and a big swing and a miss by Bush. No balls and a strike. An 0-1 count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There goes the runner. Got a big jump. Throw down to second. No chance. And Newroth has the stolen base. He got a big jump on that pitch. And the count at 2 balls and a strike on Bush. So Newroth, the stolen base, his 12th of the season. And the pitch misses down and away. So now the count at 2-1. Schoenfelder checking the runner. Delivers to Bush, and he chops one up the first base line. Schoenfelder gets to it quick. Throw to first in the dirt. Can't pick it. Newroth's going to try to score, and he will. And that's going to be an error and a run, and East Marshall has a 1-0 lead. So an error on the throw by Schoenfelder. Newroth races home to score, and East Marshall grabs the early lead. And now here's Cale Newroth. How big the running game is for East Marshall. Now Cale Newroth at the plate, and he takes upstairs the ball. Well, Schoenfelder really struggling to throw strikes thus far. And that makes the game a little easier if you're the hitter. That gets away from the catcher, Myron. That will send Bush down to second base. The wild pitch, a 2-0 count. And if you think about it, I mean, Burns got picked off. And East Marshall potentially could have 2 runs as Coach Colton Hankey going to come out. Marshalltown head coach Colton Hankey, East Marshall head coach Dave Chubb. So a quick visit by Coach Hankey. Try and settle things down a bit. Sometimes the coaches can see something from the bench that maybe the pitcher doesn't realize they're doing with their mechanics. And the catcher calling for something. And now the home plate umpire will go out and break it up. So 2-0 count on Newroth. Kale, a freshman, batting .333. He's got 19 hits. He's second on the team behind Blake Newroth. As Bush leads from second base. 1 out, 1-0 East Marshall. And the fastball on the outside corner, a strike. 2 balls and a strike. And lots of umbrellas out. The rain falling here. Quick throw to second, and Bush just got back. As almost the second pickoff by Schoenfelder. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Outside and high, ball 3. So 3 balls and a strike. He has gone 3-1 on 3 of the 4 hitters. And the 3-1 pitch. There's a strike on the inside corner. Newroth was ready to throw the bat away, but strike called. On deck is Boswell. The 3-2 delivery, outside ball 4. That'll be the second walk of the inning. And East Marshall with runners on first and second for Jackson Boswell. So Boswell will stand in. He hit a home run on Wednesday night against West Marshall. Now he grounds one towards second, be fielded by Maris, flips to short for 1, and that's all they'll get. On a nice play by the 8th grader, Caden Maris. That'll be a fielder's choice for Boswell. Newroth is out at second base, 4-6. And there are 2 down, and it's Landon Doherty. Boswell's been very aggressive stealing bases, 14 of 14 on the year. You got to think Doherty will give him a pitch to try and steal here with a runner on third base. East Marshall still looking for their first hit, leading 1-0, threatening with runners on first and third. And Schoenfelder steps off. Now he steps back up onto the rubber. Checks the runner Boswell at first base. And delivers. Doherty takes. It's in the dirt. Bounces away. Boswell will go down to second. And a 1-0 count on Doherty. So a good opportunity here for Doherty to plate 2 with a base hit. He's been one of the hotter hitters for East Marshall. 9 runs batted in. 1 double, 1 triple. And looking to come through here with 2 outs in the first inning. Schoenfelder delivers, and it's fouled back off the third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the count even at 1-1. Down at third base is Bush. And second base, Boswell. And the pitch misses away. 2 balls and a strike. It's a big position early in this game. The 2-1. Doherty right back to Schoenfelder. Plenty of time. He'll underhand it to first. And, geez, he nearly took too much time, but he is able to get the out. And Doherty is retired. East Marshall gets 1 run on no hits, 1 error, and 2 left on. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Bobcats coming to the plate, trailing 1-0. This is Radio On the Go Sports on 92.9 and KDAO.com.
Navigating mortgages can be very complex. Start your journey with the lending team at GNB Bank. We're committed to getting you to your next home. We offer both fixed rate and adjustable rate mortgages to fit your specific needs. Our experienced lenders help guide you through the process. You can make payments or receive customer service at your local GMB Bank office. Whatever your dream home looks like, we'll point you in the right direction at GMB Bank.
East Marshall gets a run in the first inning. They lead Marshalltown 1-0 as we go into the bottom of the first. Around the outfield for the Mustangs, Cale Newroth in left, Boswell in center, Gassler in right, Doherty at third, Blake Newroth at short, Burns is at second, Bush at first, and Crandon is behind the plate. On the mound for East Marshall is Nathan Fry. The junior has struggled a bit this year. 0-4 record, 23 innings, 27 hits, 31 runs. He has struck out 21, walked just 7, but he's hit 13. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Marshalltown will have Aiden Holmgren, Garrett Tatey, and Jalen Logsden in the first inning. Holmgren, a sophomore, batting .236, and the first pitch is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. As Fry stepping up onto the mound. Of course, he's probably happy about this start because he had a tough outing against West Marshall on Wednesday, and you get a chance to get right back in there. And a good fastball in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Did not get out of the first inning on Wednesday. The 1-1 pitch. And that's in there for strike 2. Count of 1 ball, 2 strikes on Holmgren. Aiden with 13 hits. And that misses inside. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch is lined the other way. That's going to get down for a base hit. Gassler will get it back in, and a leadoff single for Holmgren. Really nice piece of hitting, just inside out of that ball, and slapped it into right field, and that will bring in Garrett Tatey. Another sophomore, batting .220. So Holmgren at first base, and Tatey bunts it up into the air, and it's going to land foul on the third base line. No balls and a strike. As Coach Colton Hankey looking for an early sacrifice from Tatey. That is something Marshalltown does a lot. They've sacrificed 17 times. So they like to play small ball. As Tatey takes a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. East Marshall leading 1-0. We're in the bottom of the first. The 0-2 pitch, and he's able to fight it off. Count remains 0-2. As Fry looking in. Holmgren leads from first base. The 0-2 pitch is a fastball just off the outside corner. And the count of 1 ball, 2 strikes. Holmgren is 12 out of 12 on stolen bases. See if he tries to test Crandon. The 1-2, quick throw over. Bush has to leap to make the catch at first base. A 1-2 count on Tatey. A 1-2 pitch, and he struck him out swinging. So Fry gets his first strikeout. And that will bring in the top hitter for Marshalltown to this point, Jalen Logsden. As Logsden, a .392 hitter. He's got 20 hits, leading the team by far. And he's swinging at the first pitch and hits it back and foul. That's why you have Tatey bunting first, because you want to get a runner in scoring position for this man. And Logsden just a freshman. As Fry checking the runner at first. The 0-1 breaking ball misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. And light rain falling. Well, now the umbrella's coming down. The break-even pitch, and Logsdon bunting, and bunts it foul. Well, the foul ball, wasn't it? Did he not make contact with that? Well, he must have just missed. I thought he fouled that off. I guess not. So the runner does advance to second. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, East Marshall didn't argue, so I'm going to assume he just must have missed it. Here's the 2-2 from Fry. Holmgren leads from second. And he struck him out looking. Logsdon down on strikes. That's only the 6th time that he has struck out this season. And that'll bring in Madden Martin, another freshman, batting 170 on the year. A fairly young Bobcat team. As Martin swings and misses, it gets away from Crandon. Of course, there's that big backstop behind the plate. So anything that gets by the catcher with a runner on third, it's almost an automatic run because there's just so much space back there. So you got to count on your catcher to block everything with that runner now on third base. So Marshalltown has the tying run just 90 feet away. And 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch is outside, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Fry pitching out of the windup with the runner on third. The 2-1, it's a bouncing ball to short. Newroth has it on the hop. Throw to first is in time. And a scoreless first for Nathan Fry. Well, Marshalltown gets a hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 left on. We'll head to the second. East Marshall in front of Marshalltown, 1-0. This is Radio on the Go Sports on 92.9 and KDAO.com.
New Roth Trucking in LeGrand is locally owned and operated, and they have been in business for 25 years. If you need a load of rock hauled for your driveway or dirt for your construction project, Brad at New Roth Trucking is the person to call. New Roth Trucking also hauls ag lime for your farm field and handles local and over-the-road van freight. For more information, contact Brad at 641-485-0624. New Roth Trucking proudly supports the East Marshall Mustangs, and they wish them the best this season.
We'll see if Schoenfelder can calm down a little bit. He was a little bit all over the place in that first inning, but he only gave up the 1 run. And that really happened on his error. He had a throwing error at first base. Bush went to second. Newroth was on second to start the play, and he was going to third on the ground ball back to the pitcher. And when the throw was in the dirt and Holmgren couldn't dig it out, he raced for the home and dove in to give East Marshall 1-0 lead. So it'll be Gavin Gassler, Austin Crandon, and Kate Birchland. Gassler, a sophomore. He's batting just .233. Did have a nice 2-run double last night as he takes a fastball inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. So a 1-0 count on Gassler. Grounded hard down the first base line, foul. And the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the top of the second. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that's outside, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch to Gassler. It's grounded softly back to the mound. That's the same type of play that he had the error, and this time Schoenfelder able to get him at first. As Holmgren digs that one out, 1-3 on the putout. Very soft contact thus far for East Marshall. All three of the balls they put in play have gone back to the pitcher. Here's Austin Crandon. He's had a tough season, but he has had hits in 2 straight games. He had a hit against West Marshall and then a hit against Gladbrook Rhinebeck last night. So he takes the fastball just inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Batting just .079, has just 3 hits. And this ball popped up on the infield. It'll be Holmgren at the bag to make the catch at first. And 2 quick outs. That'll bring in Cade Birchland. Birchland had a hit last night. He pinch hit late in the game against Gladbrook Rhinebeck and singled. And now he'll get a chance with 2 outs and nobody on in the top of the second. So Schoenfelder looking for a 1-2-3 second, and a swing and a miss, strike 1. No balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, chase the high fastball. And Schoenfelder ahead at 0-2, looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out swinging. He'll run to first. Throw goes to first for the out. And a bounce-back inning for Schoenfelder as he takes care of the 7, 8, and 9 batters. Gassler grounds back to him. Crandon pops to first, and Birchland strikes out swinging. And a 1-2-3 inning for Schoenfelder in the second. We'll head to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 East Marshall.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, turns out relaxation is overrated and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
You've got goals. You need a plan. Don't waste time or money. At Marshalltown Community College, you get the power to choose. Transfer to a 4-year university or step straight into a career in healthcare or trades. Small classes, caring faculty, real-world experience. Marshalltown Community College. Your future starts now.
Marshalltown will have Quinn McLeod, Schoenfelder, and Ricken in the second as McLeod fouls it out of play. No balls and a strike. McLeod, another freshman. And a swing and a miss. Good breaking ball in on the hands. And the count of no balls, 2 strikes. Fry ahead at 0-2. The 0-2 pitch inside, and he hit him. That's been one of the problems for Fry this year. That's 14 hit batsmen. And it has cost him dearly in some of these games. Versus West Marshall, he hit 3 in the first inning. And now here's Lars Schoenfelder, 196 hitter. He's showing bunt, pitch outside. Now the runner stops, and he's caught in a rundown. Burns going to try and run him down, and he will, and just tag him out. So tagged out between first and second. McLeod went, and then he slammed on the brakes. And that will be a caught stealing 2-6 or 2-5 or 2-4. And then the tag out. So 1 out. Schoenfelder, a big swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's one of those where you got to decide if you're going, you better go, because if you stop like that, you're not going to get back to first base unless a mistake happens. And Burns just made it easy on himself and ran him down. Schoenfelder chases the high fastball and comes up empty. 2 balls, 2 strikes. See if Fry goes right back up there again. The 2-2 pitch, and he struck him out swinging. So 2 quick outs in the second. That'll be strikeout number 3 for Fry. And here's Bennett Ricken. And now Coach Hankey discussing something with the home plate umpire. Interesting. I don't know if he was complaining about something that Fry was doing. But Bennett Ricken, a sophomore, will stand in, and he chases a high fastball for strike 1. These Bobcat hitters look to be just a little bit too aggressive right now. They're going after a lot of pitches up in the zone. So those can be hard to lay off. The 0-1, there he lays off one up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ricken in 3 at-bats. He does have 2 hits. 1-1 pitch. Outside. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 from Fry is on the outside corner, strike 2. So Fry looking for his 4th strikeout and a 1-2-3 second. Here's the 2-2, and he struck him out swinging. 4 strikeouts for Fry. And the Bobcats do go in order. They did get a runner on, but he was tagged out. So no runs, no hits, no errors. None left on. We'll head to the 3rd. It's East Marshall 1, Marshalltown nothing.
Big news from your local insurance team in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines. Assured Partners is now Gallagher Insurance, Risk Management, and Consulting. You'll still work with the same local people you know and trust. Now backed by the strength and global resources of Gallagher, a trusted name for nearly 100 years. More expertise, more solutions, stronger protection. Because we're stronger together. Stop by your local office today and discover the power of Gallagher.
East Marshall leading Marshalltown 1-0, and the Mustangs will have the top of the order coming up in the 3rd inning. It'll be Eli Burns, Blake Newroth, and Jackson Bush. Burns will take the first pitch for a strike as he barely got in the box, and that pitch was coming. Here's the 0-1. Takes high a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now Coach Chubb has something to say. I don't know if he thinks that he should be allowing Burns to have a little bit more time. But once you're in that box, the pitcher can throw it. And Schoenfelder did that. And Coach Chubb, he just wants to make sure Burns has enough time to get set. But if Burns wants that to be the case, then he probably needs to hold up the hand for time to give him that extra second. He's saying Schoenfelder maybe quick pitching a bit. Here's the 1-1, and that's way outside for a ball. So 2 balls and a strike. Only 2-1 count on Burns. Takes just off the plate a ball. Count at 3-1. Burns walked his first time and then got picked off. Schoenfelder needs a strike. 3-1 pitch, high ball 4. So another walk allowed by Schoenfelder. That'll be his 3rd. And that'll bring up Blake Newroth. Newroth was hit by a pitch in the 1st inning. He showed bunt a couple of times, and then Burns got picked off. Another quick throw over. This time Burns able to get back. There's Newroth at the plate. Burns' lead being held short, and the fastball in there for a strike. On 1 count, Schoenfelder's done a pretty good job trying to keep the East Marshall runners close. They do have a couple of stolen bases already, though. And Burns leading from first. Quick throw over, and he's able to get back. Counted 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Runner goes. Here's the throw by Myron. Going to be well late. I mean, Schoenfelder has that long release. And when he gets into that long release, East Marshall just taking off. And the catcher just has absolutely no chance. So a runner on second base. He 1-1. And that's outside. 2 balls and a strike. Where you got to do that slide step. If he gets into his full motion, it just can be a little bit slow. Quick throw back to Martin. And Burns dives in safely. And this is a good opportunity for Newroth because the pitcher Schoenfelder worried about Burns out at second. Might make a mistake. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Martin trying to hold him, and now time called. Pitch came in anyway. So 2-1 count. Schoenfelder a long look in, pitching out of the stretch. Nobody out, top of the third inning. Throw back to second, and Burns is safe. Really trying to keep Burns close at second base. And the top of the third with nobody out. East Marshall leading 1-0. And that's high. 3 balls and a strike. Schoenfelder is he's just fallen behind too many hitters. He just has not thrown enough strikes. The 3-1. There's another walk. 4 walks. And that'll bring up Jackson Bush with runners on first and second, nobody out. Now you got Burns and Newroth. Would East Marshall think about maybe a double steal here? As Bush, East Marshall still doesn't have a hit, but they do have a run, and they're threatening with runners on first and second. That's going to be a hidden ball trick, and they got Burns. Schoenfelder held on to it, and Marshalltown pulls off the hidden ball trick, and they tag out Burns. As Schoenfelder went with a big turn, and he faked the throw as hard as he could and held on to it, and he kept it in his glove and able to make the tag. So a crazy play there and a big play for Marshalltown as the hidden ball trick. And 1 out. Newroth going. Throw down on the bag and late. Another stolen base for Newroth. So 1-0 count on Bush. Been a lot of throws to second base, a lot of throws to first base. And it really hasn't done a lot to stop East Marshall's running game. But you got to do it to try and keep it in the back of their mind that you're going to throw it back there. Here's another throw, and he nearly threw it away. But you can see right now the East Marshall base runners are really in Schoenfelder's head, as he is thinking about him every time. Newroth goes. Throw down to third is going to be safe. Gets away from Tatey. And Newroth already his third stolen base. So a 2-0 count on Bush. He can give East Marshall a 2-0 lead. Marshalltown bringing the infield in. And that will get away, and Newroth will trot home and score. And it is 2-0. So a wild pitch. And Newroth trots in. And it's 2-zip. And Schoenfelder just has not been able to find the strike zone tonight. There's no action in the bullpen for Marshalltown, though, so they were going to make a pitching change. It's not going to be a guy that's warming up, and there's another walk. That's 3 straight walks in the inning, 5 walks overall. And that hasn't really been a huge problem, and here comes the pitching change. So Marshalltown will make a pitching change with 1 out in this 3rd inning. Schoenfelder will come out of the game. And the new pitcher will be a lefty. Looks like Logsden is going to come on to pitch. So Logsden will be the new pitcher. And also a new outfielder came on. I didn't see who it was. I thought it was number 12, but I'm not 100% sure. So sub coming in. Schoenfelder done. And it will be Jalen Logsden who will take over on the mound. Schoenfelder just didn't have it. He goes 2 innings and a third. He walked 5, struck out 1. He also hit a batter. Didn't allow a hit, but allowed 2 runs. And it'll be the lefty Logsden to come on. And Logsden, the pitcher. He'll take over on the season. A 1-1 record, 10 2/3 innings, 21 hits, 20 runs, 7 strikeouts, 10 walks. So the freshman Logsden will take over. Also a new catcher behind the plate. And it looks like Schoenfelder came behind the plate. So Schoenfelder goes behind the plate, and a new outfielder for Marshalltown. Tatey goes to second. And it looks like Myron went to third. Logsden pitching, Tatey to second. And it looks like maybe Maris came out of the game. There's a new left fielder. I'm not sure who it is, though. And another throw over. Hale Newroth at the plate. Thought it was number 12, which could be Bennett Tatey or it could be Abel Stevenson, according to my roster. 1 ball, no strikes. So 1-0 count on Cale Newroth. Hale pops it up, back behind first. It'll be Holmgren to put it away. And 1 down, or 2 down. And that'll bring up Jackson Boswell with 2 outs. East Marshall leading 2-0. The only hit in this game was the single by Holmgren in the first inning for Marshalltown. Here's Boswell, hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Fouls this one back. That one is headed back towards one of the youngsters. But fortunately did not hit him. That's always the scary part at a game. You got to always be paying attention, even the kids that are playing baseball back here. Here's the 0-1. And the fastball misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1 count on Boswell. Bush leading from first. The break-even pitch. It's fouled straight back. And the count of 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Schoenfelder behind the plate. Myron at third. Tatey at second. I believe Maris has come out of the game. And we'll see who comes up to bat. And we'll figure that out. The 1-2 to Boswell. And he just got a piece of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A 1-2 count. 2 outs, a runner on first. East Marshall's gotten a run in the inning. Boswell, ground ball in the hole. Martin, a nice backhand. Long throw is high, and it gets over the head of Holmgren. On his way to third is Bush. He'll hold right there. That'll be an E6. It was a good stop. He just airmailed the throw. It'll be the second error for Marshalltown. And East Marshall once again set up with runners on second and third. And Landon Doherty at the plate. Already grounded back to the pitcher the first time. The other thing you got to have is Schoenfelder's got to be a rock behind the plate and block everything. Pitch misses inside a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Doherty. Down at third base is Bush, second Boswell. The 1-0, Doherty bounces one towards the Bobcat dugout. And over to one of the ball boys. Marshalltown has 4 ball boys here. Some of the youngsters getting a chance to run out there and grab the baseball. They might get the bats too. 1 ball, 1 strike on Doherty. Logston's pitch is driven in the air, right field, coming in, diving, and making the catch is McLeod. What a play by McLeod in right. He got a little bit of a late jump on it. He kind of held back and then came forward and makes a diving catch to rob Doherty of 2 runs batted in. East Marshall does get a run, though. They have a 2-0 lead. 1 run, no hits, 1 error, and 2 more left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the third. It's East Marshall 2, Marshalltown nothing.
Hi, this is Chris from Partner Communications. Did you know we now offer electrical services? Whether you're looking to change out a few lights within the home or wiring a whole new house, Partner can get it done. Master electrician Jeff Campbell will come to your home and provide you with a free estimate. Residential, agricultural, or commercial, let our courteous professional technicians complete your electrical projects. Call our office today, 641-498-7701.
Bottom of the third inning, East Marshall leading Marshalltown 2-0. And we will have a pinch hitter. Well, he came on in the third inning. And it'll be number 12. And now Fry and the home plate umpire discussing something. I don't know if it's Abel Stevenson, maybe. It'll be Abel Stevenson or Bennett Tatey. And it is Abel Stevenson as he takes a strike. And now a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Abel Stevenson, just an 8th grader. The 1-1 pitch, a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 from Fry is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. 3 straight strikeouts for Fry, 5 for the game. And that will bring in the now third baseman, James Myron. Myron at the plate. And he swings and misses for strike 1. Fry has allowed just 1 hit. He has struck out 5. It's going right through this Bobcat lineup. Popped up. First base. It'll be Bush calling and making the catch. And there's 2 down. So 2 quick outs in the third inning. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order with Aiden Holmgren. Holmgren will come to the plate with 2 outs. Breaking ball misses the outside corner. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch is high. 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 count. There's 2 outs. Bottom of the third inning. East Marshall leading 2-0. There's not been too much action. And there's a strike on the inside corner. Just the 1 hit for either side. And the fastball must have been down. 3 balls and a strike. So Holmgren trying to get on for the second time. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and he drives this one in the air, right center field. Boswell over, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So Holmgren hit it hard, but right into the glove of Boswell as Fry with a 1-2-3 third. He is, technically retired 6 in a row. More like 5 in a row because he did have the hit batsman of McLeod. But we will head to the 4th inning. It's East Marshall 2, Marshalltown nothing. This is Radio On The Go Sports on 92.9 and KDAO.com.
Navigating mortgages can be very complex. Start your journey with the lending team at GNB Bank. We're committed to getting you to your next home. We offer both fixed rate and adjustable rate mortgages to fit your specific needs. Our experienced lenders help guide you through the process. You can make payments or receive customer service at your local GNB Bank office. Whatever your dream home looks like, we'll point you in the right direction at GNB Bank.
Top of the 4th inning, East Marshall leading Marshalltown 2-0. This was the part of the order that Schoenfelder had his most success against, as Schoenfelder is charged with 2 runs. So he goes 2 1/3, no hits, 2 runs, 5 walks, 1 strikeout. As Logsden has come on, he came on with 1 out in the 3rd inning. And was able to get through the rest of that inning without allowing a run. And now Schoenfelder back behind the plate, catching. So we're in the top of the 4th inning. Cashler bounced back to the pitcher his first time. But that was against Schoenfelder. This time he'll get to face Logsden. As the lefty puts it right in there for a strike. Counted 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Another beautiful night. Did have some rain falling for a little bit, but overall the weather very, very nice. The break-even pitch. That's in the dirt, 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. We'll have all kinds of baseball and softball for you next week. I'll tell you about that a little bit later on. Gassler a bouncer to third. It'll be Myron fielding. Long throw in time to get his man. Nice play by Myron at third base. And 1 down. That'll bring up Austin Crandon. Had to kind of set his feet And he threw a rocket to first. And able to get the out as Gashler beat by a step. Here's Austin Crandon, popped out to first in the second. As the pitch is a ball high. On ball, no strikes. A 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch is down. 2 balls and no strikes. So a 2-0 count. The 2-0 pitch. Outside 3-0. So the count of 3-0. Brandon way ahead. He'll be taken all the way here with 1 out. 3-0 pitch. There's ball 4. So the first walk surrendered by Logston. The 6th walk surrendered by Bobcat pitching. And a courtesy runner coming on for East Marshall. Running for the Mustangs will be Caden Grant. So Caden Grant will run for Crandon. Got good speed. And Logsden a throw over and just getting back. Got a pretty good move for a lefty. And about caught Grant napping there. And another throw over. Grant's able to get back a little easier this time. So 1 out, a runner on first base, 2-0 East Marshall. You got a run in the first and a run in the third. This ball ripped down the right field line, but pulled foul. As Birchland fouls it off. Struck out swinging his first time. And Logsden looking in. The 0-1, swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 count. The 0-2 is high. There goes Grant. Throw down on the bag, the tag, and he is out. So Grant caught stealing. A great throw by Schoenfelder. 2-6 as Martin able to slap the tag on him. And now a 1-2 count on Birchland. And he struck him out swinging, and that will retire the side. That'll be the first strikeout for Logsden. East Marshall, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left on. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. East Marshall in front, 2-0.
New Roth Trucking in LeGrand is locally owned and operated, and they have been in business for 25 years. If you need a load of rock hauled for your driveway or dirt for your construction project, Brad at New Roth Trucking is the person to call. New Roth Trucking also hauls ag lime for your farm field and handles local and over-the-road van freight. For more information, contact Brad at 641-485-0624. New Roth Trucking proudly supports the East Marshall Mustangs, and they wish them the best this season.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
And Tatey steps in and takes a strike. No 1 count. Now ground ball, second base. Burns has it. Easy throw to first and 1 down. So Fried rolling along here in the bottom of the 4th. And now he'll face Logsden for the second time. He has been the Bobcats' top hitter to this point. And he will stand in with one out. He's swinging, drives it down the left field line, and out of play, foul. No balls and a strike. No, an 0-1 count. And that's behind Logsden. Great block by Crandon. No, he didn't really need to do that, but 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. East Marshall leading 2-zip. This ball is shot into left field. That's going to get down for a hit. And Logsden with a 1-out single. A nice piece of hitting there. The only 2 hits of the game belong to Marshalltown, but they trailed 2-0. Here's Madden Martin, grounded to short his first time. See if that hit will wake up the Bobcat offense a little bit. As Fry checking the runner multiple times. Breaking ball, hit in the air, right field, sinking fast. It's going to get down. Martin on with a hit. As Gashler couldn't quite get to it. Back-to-back singles, and here come the Bobcats. With 1 out, runners on first and second for Quinn McLeod. Remember, it was McLeod who made that diving catch to rob Doherty of a 2 RBI hit. The 3rd hit for Marshalltown. McLeod is bunting, pops it up, third baseline foul. And we'll do it again, no balls and a strike. An 0-1 count. Marshalltown has not executed when they've wanted these sacrifice bunts. This one probably not a sacrifice bunt, more of a bunt to maybe get on base. Bunt for a hit. Throwback to second. And Newroth slapped the tag down on the helmet of Logsden, but he's able to get back. Checking the runner at first. Right, checks the runner at second. 0-1 pitch, bunting again, and bunted right through it is McLeod. And no balls, 2 strikes. So an 0-2 count. Schoenfelder is on deck. Now with 2 strikes, you got to think the bunt's going to be coming off. Right, checking the runner, 0-2 pitch, and McLeod rips it to left center field. That's going to get down into the gap. Logsden will round third and score. Everybody else will hold. That's an RBI single for McLeod, and it's 2-1. Marshalltown on the board. Martin holds at second base, even though Boswell had a little trouble with it in center field. The RBI hit for McLeod. That'll be his 6th run batted in, and now here's Schoenfelder with runners on first and second, 1 out. He's bunting, gets it down. Fry, bare hands, throw to first in time for the out, and 2 down. Both runners move up, though. And that will bring in Bennett Ricken with runners on second and third as Marshalltown now a base hit away from potentially taking the lead. And out Coach Dave Chubb coming out. As Fry has been fantastic. He only threw the 24 pitches on Wednesday. I think that's just a mound visit. Try and settle him down. It was a 2-1 game on the RBI single by McLeod. Marshalltown starting to get to Fry a little bit this inning. They've had 3 straight hits and then the sacrifice bunt, leading to a run. And now Bennett Ricken, who struck out swinging his first time, has a chance to deliver the goods with a 2-out knock, potentially give Marshalltown the lead. East Marshall still doesn't have a hit, but they have a 2-1 lead. The pitch from Fry is inside on the fastball. 1 ball, no strikes. It's the other thing. Pressure on Crandon with that runner on third base. Anything gets by, this is a tie game. The 1-0, there's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1 count. Break-even pitch. In there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Best sequence in the game for Marshalltown. The 1-2 pitch, and he struck him out swinging. 6 strikeouts for Fry, but a run for Marshalltown in the 4th. They get 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. Bobcats have out hit East Marshall 4-0. They've left 3 on base, and they trail 2-1 as we go to the 5th. This is Radio on the Go Sports on 92.9 and KDAO.com.
You've got goals. You need a plan. Don't waste time or money. At Marshalltown Community College, you get the power to choose. Transfer to a 4-year university or step straight into a career in healthcare or trades. Small classes, caring faculty, real-world experience. Marshalltown Community College. Your future starts now.
Two to one, East Marshall as we go into the 5th. Mustangs still looking for their first hit. It'll be the 3rd time the top of the order comes up. Eli Burns, Blake Newroth, and Jackson Bush coming to the plate. Here's the pitch from Logsden. Burns bunts it perfectly up the third base line. Myron charges and will not have a play. And that'll be the first hit of the game for East Marshall. It's a bunt single by Eli Burns. As Myron and Logsden collided, you hope everybody's okay. And the first hit of the game is a beautiful bunt single by Burns. So runner on first base, nobody out. Newroth at the plate. We'll see if he's bunting. Quick throw over. Burns, he almost got caught leaning a bit. I remember Burns got picked off from first in the first inning. Then he got caught on the hidden ball trick in the 3rd inning. As Newroth takes a fastball for a strike. He's had kind of a tough night on the base paths, and usually he's pretty good running bases. 0-1 count. Logsden looking in. Newroth grounds it through the right side of the infield. The first 2 reach for East Marshall in the 5th. And runners on first and second, and nobody out. As Newroth with the single. Back-to-back hits for East Marshall. And now here's Bush. You got runners on first and second. What will East Marshall be looking at? But you got your number 3 hitter up, so you wouldn't think bunt normally. This game has felt like a game where runs are hard to come by. Quick throw to second in the dirt. Scooped by Tatey. As Logsden looking in. The first delivery to Bush is lined into left field for a base hit. Getting it back in is Stevenson, and that's going to be 3 straight hits for East Marshall. They've got the bases loaded with nobody out, and here's Cale Newroth. And the bases loaded for Newroth. As East Marshall a chance to put a little bit of air into their lead. And Coach Hankey quickly out of the Bobcat dugout. We'll see if he's going to make a pitching change here. As Burns the bunt single, Newroth a single, and then Bush a single. And East Marshall with a major threat in this top of the 5th inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. Just a quick visit with Logsden. We'll see what Marshalltown does. Do they play the infield in? Do they kind of play the corners in, play the Second and short back. Try and turn a double play. And it looks like they are going to do that. The corner's kind of playing in, although third base is playing even with the bag, so they're really not playing in at all. Maybe halfway as Newroth takes inside a ball. Bases loaded, nobody out. East Marshall holding a 2-1 lead. They've had 3 straight hits. And Logsden the 1-0. It's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. This could really be the game right here. East Marshall a chance to open this lead up a bit. Marshalltown wants to somehow get out of it without allowing much as the pitch just misses. 2 balls and a strike. A 2-1 count on Newroth. And Logsden looking in. The 2-1 pitch is lifted in the air down the left field line, hit well and foul. And the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So a 2-2 count. With runners on, well, they're all covered up with Mustangs. Bases loaded, nobody out. Big pitch here from Logsden. Boswell on deck. The 2-2 pitch. It's a ground ball to short. Martin Fields throws to second for 1. That'll be all they'll get. A run comes in to score in Burns, and it is 3-1 East Marshall. The RBI fielder's choice for Newroth. Bush out at second base on a 6-4. Blake Newroth goes to third. And now first and third, so some first and third signals from the catcher Schoenfelder. Marshalltown might be a little bit more confident after the 4 hits and 3 in the last inning. It's a quick throw over. Cale Newroth back safely standing. Blake Newroth leading at third base. Cale Newroth at first base. 1 out. The pitch to Boswell. Right there for a strike. Counted 0-1. Boswell's reached on an error and hit into a fielder's choice. There goes the runner. 0-1 pitch. Throw is cut off. Tatey coming back to the plate. The throw is wide and it gets away. Newroth scores. Cale Newroth's going to wind up all the way at third. And an error on Tatey. There's an E4 to allow Blake Newroth to score. That allows Cale Newroth to wind up all the way at third base. And that play was well designed. It just wasn't executed. And sometimes when you got a little bit of a faster runner at third base, it's kind of tricky to pull off a play like that. And Newroth kind of took off immediately as the throw went back. And Boswell swings and misses. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2, and he struck him out swinging. So Boswell down on strikes. Second strikeout for Logsden. And that'll bring up Landon Doherty again. He's been kind of quiet. Bounced back to the pitcher, then was robbed of a 2-run hit on a diving catch by Quinn McLeod. 4-1. East Marshall leading Marshalltown in the 5th. Doherty drives this one in the air. Shallow center, over, diving and making the catch is Stevenson. So the second diving catch, well, actually, that one was McLeod. So McLeod made the catch in left. Stevenson must have made the catch in right. Whoever it was a great catch. as the diving catch, robbing Doherty again. He's got to be thinking, what do I have to do? I got a diving catch on me in right field and now a diving catch in left field. East Marshall does plate 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. The Mustangs have left on 5. Marshalltown's made 3 errors. East Marshall's got 3 hits and 4 runs. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 4-1 East Marshall.
Big news from your local insurance team in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines. Assured Partners is now Gallagher Insurance, Risk Management, and Consulting. You'll still work with the same local people you know and trust. Now backed by the strength and global resources of Gallagher, a trusted name for nearly 100 years. More expertise, more solutions, stronger protection. Because we're stronger together. Stop by your local office today and discover the power of Gallagher.
East Marshall gets 2 runs in the top of the 5th. How will Marshalltown respond? They had some things going in that 4th inning, had 3 straight hits off of Fry. But now you got the bottom of the order kind of up, 8, 9, and 1. Stevenson, Myron, and Holmgren. Stevenson struck out looking his first time. Fry with his 5th inning of work, and it's fouled back. No balls and a strike. We're in the bottom of the 5th. There is a pitcher throwing for Marshalltown down the right field side. Let's see if we can get a number. They'll turn around or not. 1-1 pitch. This ball is ripped down the left field line, but well foul. Count of 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's a righty throwing for the Bobcats in the bullpen. The 1-2 pitch, and he missed away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. East Marshall trying to pick up their 2nd straight win. Here's the 2-2, and he got him. He struck him out looking on the fastball. 7 strikeouts for Fry. And that'll bring up James Myron with 1 out. Well, Myron up, and then you'll roll it back over the top to the top of the order with Holmgren and Tatey. So Myron shoots it out of play, foul. On the first base side. Fry's allowed just 4 hits tonight, the 1 run. He struck out 7. Only the 1 hit batter. A swing and a miss at the fastball. Times Fry's just been blowing away these Bobcat hitters. Here's the 0-2, and he struck him out swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Fry. He has struck out 8. And here's Aiden Holmgren. He's hit the ball hard twice off of Fry, a single and a fly out to center. As Fry delivers the breaking ball, which dots the outside corner. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 pitch, strike 2. Looking to strike out the side. An 0-2 count. Fry delivers the pitch, and it's low for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. East Marshall leading 4-1 in the bottom of the 5th. One, 2 count. Here's the 1-2, and he missed up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, just able to stay alive. That was a good bender there. Dropped right in for a strike, but Holmgren able to fight it off. Here's another 2-2 pitch. Fastball up and away. The count runs full at 3-2. 3-2 count. Payoff pitch. Popped back and foul. That's going to get out of play. So another 3-2 pitch coming. Fry trying to strike out the side. The 3-2, and he got him with the breaking ball. Crandon slaps the tag on. 4 straight strikeouts for Fry. He has struck out 9, including 3 in a row in the 5th. We'll head to the 6th. East Marshall leading Marshalltown 4-1. This is Radio on the Go Sports on 92.9 and KDAO.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Partner Communications. Did you know we now offer electrical services? Whether you're looking to change out a few lights within the home or wiring a whole new house, Partner can get it done. Master electrician Jeff Campbell will come to your home and provide you with a free estimate. Residential, agricultural, or commercial, let our courteous professional technicians complete your electrical projects. Call our office today, 641-498-7701.
Marshalltown held scoreless in the 5th, so we go into the 6th inning. East Marshall leading at 4-1. Really becoming imperative for the Bobcats not to give up many more runs in this game. They've only had 1 off Fry through the first 5. And looking like it's going to be hard to score off him. It'll be the bottom of the order for East Marshall. Gavin Gashler, Austin Crandon, and Cade Birchland. As Gashler takes down and away a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch is popped up, first base side, and out of play. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1 count. Ground ball towards short. Martin's got it. Throw to first is in time for the out. 6-3 on the putout. And 1 down. That'll bring in Austin Crandon. Gashler 0 for 3 tonight. As Crandon will stand in, he's popped to first and walked. Buxton's done a pretty good job, but gave up those runs in the top of the 5th. He gave up 3 straight hits to start that inning. And the RBI fielder's choice and the error, which allowed another run to score. This ball lined to short. Martin's got it. There's a little hop to his right, and he hauls it in. 2 down. That's one where if you're Crandon, when you've struggled, those are the balls that get caught that you hit right on the screws. It seems, and now we're going to have a pinch hitter. So Fry's going to come into the game and bat for the designated hitter, so now there's no more DH. So Birchland has been removed from the game. Fry in to hit. Now will hit for himself. Fry's been pretty efficient. So you got to think he probably has enough pitches to finish this game. As Fry takes a strike. Now he bounces one. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 count. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And missed high to Fry. 1 ball, 2 strikes. In the bottom of the sixth, it'll be Tatey, Logston, and Martin as Fry is frozen. He struck out looking. Third strikeout for Logston. And a 1-2-3 sixth inning. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth, getting late here in Marshalltown. East Marshall holding a 4-1 lead. This is Radio on the Go Sports.
Navigating mortgages can be very complex. Start your journey with the lending team at GNB Bank. We're committed to getting you to your next home. We offer both fixed rate and adjustable rate mortgages to fit your specific needs. Our experienced lenders help guide you through the process. You can make payments or receive customer service at your local GNB Bank office. Whatever your dream home looks like, we'll point you in the right direction at GNB Bank.
East Marshall leading Marshalltown 4-1 as we go into the bottom of the sixth inning. It'll be Garrett Tatey, Jalen Logston, and Madden Martin. Tatey grounded to second and is struck out. Logston has singled and struck out. Martin has singled and grounded to short. As it's a 4-1 game. East Marshall leading. This might need to be the inning for Marshalltown with their 2, 3, and 4 hitters up. A 1-0 count. And there's a strike with the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fry has struck out 4 in a row. He set down 5 in a row, and he struck out 9 for the game. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit up the middle. Newroth slides to his left. The throw to first is in time to get him. A nice play by Blake Newroth at short. He slid down to make the play, and he throws him out at first, and that'll bring up Jalen Logston. Logston is singled and struck out looking. And he takes a fastball for a strike on the inside corner. Counted 0-1. East Marshall leading 4-1. Here's a bouncing ball to first. It'll be Bush. He'll step on the bag and 2 down. So 2 quick outs in the sixth. 7 straight retired by Fry. And now Martin, who singled in the 4th inning, stands in. Takes a breaking ball down and away a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. A 1-0 pitch. Fastball right there for a strike. Count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. The break-even pitch, same spot, same result. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fry looking for his 10th strikeout. The 1-2 pitch. He struck him out swinging. That's number 10. And he is retired at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row. We'll go to the 7th. East Marshall leading 4-1. This is Radio on the Go Sports on 92.9 and KDAO.com.
New Roth Trucking in LeGrand is locally owned and operated, and they have been in business for 25 years. If you need a load of rock hauled for your driveway or dirt for your construction project, Brad at New Roth Trucking is the person to call. New Roth Trucking also hauls ag lime for your farm field and handles local and over-the-road van freight. For more information, contact Brad at 641-485-0624. New Roth Trucking proudly supports the East Marshall Mustangs, and they wish them the best this season.
Top of the 7th inning. East Marshall will once again have the top of the order up. It'll be Burns, Blake Newroth, and Jackson Bush. And once again, imperative for Logston not allow any more runs, because the way Fry's going, I mean, right now it's going to be tough to get 3 runs. Any more can make it really tough. Burns has a bunt single, and he's walked twice. And they didn't really adjust to him. Here's the bunt right back to the pitcher, though. Logsdon throw to first is not in time. As Burns beat it. A bunt single. And a leadoff base runner for East Marshall. It was a good play by Logsdon. He just a little bit faster, and he beat it. And now here's Blake Newroth. He has singled, walked, and been hit by a pitch. Burns has had quite the adventure on the base paths. He did score a run in the 5th inning. He was caught on the hidden ball trick in the 3rd inning. Newroth is bunting. He bunts it back to the pitcher. Logsdon throw to first in time. That's a really nice play by the lefty. As he bare hands it, Burns is able to get to second on the sacrifice, but it almost looked like Logsdon's knees kind of buckled on him when he went to grab the ball, and he was able to fire it perfectly to first base. And now Bush up. He had a single in the 5th. 1 ball and no strikes. And Logsdon looking in. The 1-0 to Bush is fouled off towards the on-deck circle. And 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1 count with 1 out. Break-even pitch, and Bush chops it foul again towards the East Marshall dugout. Third base side. Bush has singled, walked, and reached on an error. As Logsdon looking in. And he missed just high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Burns at second base. With 1 out, a 2-2 count. Bush hits one high and deep to right. Going back on it, still going. He can't get it. It's going to be just shy of the fence. Burns going to be waved around. The relay, no throw home. And an RBI double for Bush. Stevenson couldn't run it down. As that was hit well struck to right field. And Bush with his second hit. And now here's Cale Newroth as the lead goes to 4 at 5-1. Logsdon trying to get out of this as Cale Newroth calls time. This has been one of the better played games for East Marshall. As the pitch in there for a strike. They've got 1 more inning to try and finish this. But their defense has been rock solid. This ball launched down the left field line, well foul. No balls, 2 strikes on Cale Newroth. Bush down at second base. The RBI double after Burns bunt single. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got the bunt single, then the sacrifice bunt by Newroth. And then exactly how you draw it up, the RBI double for Bush. A 1-2 count. He reaches out, pokes it into center field. Making the catch will be Stalzer. And there's 2 down. So Stalzer hauls it in. So 2 outs. That'll bring in Boswell. As Newroth a little bit out on his front foot. Reached out and just Poked it into center, but right into the glove of Stalzer. And Logston, here's the pitch. Boswell bouncing ball in the hole, off the glove of Martin. And Bush will hold at third base. We'll see if they give that a hit or an error. It did hit his glove, but they are going to give it a hit. So a single for Boswell. It's going to be a tough play because he was deep in the hole. There's no, guarantee he gets the out. Well, Martin does have a good arm. If he fields that cleanly, he at least has a chance, but definitely a hit. And now East Marshall calling someone out of the dugout. As Coach Chubb, I think, wants a runner. I think it'll be Grant to run again, maybe. And he's going to run for Bush, it looks like. So going to get a little bit more speed on third base in case there's a wild pitch. As Grant would score easily. So Doherty at the plate. He's been robbed his last 2 times up. Diving catch in right, diving catch in left. Pops this one back, and that's going to get out of play foul. Count at 0-1. There are 2 outs. Runners on first and third. Logston trying to get out of this and limit the damage to just the 1 run. Inside, they'll fake the throw. Now back to third, and Grant's picked off. And Coach Chubb just shaking his head as Grant is picked off. East Marshall's base running at times tonight has not been great. But they still have the lead as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Marshalltown needs 4 to tie and 5 to win. East Marshall 3 outs away from back-to-back victories. So we go to the bottom of the 7th on Radio On The Go Sports on 92.9 and KDAO.com.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, turns out relaxation is overrated and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Fry looking for the complete game as we start the bottom of the 7th. It'll be McLeod, Schoenfelder, and Ricken. Fry has struck out 10. He's retired 8 in a row. That comes after he gave up 3 straight hits in the 4th inning, and now he's set down 8 straight. So McLeod will be at the plate, and he takes inside a ball. And what a job by Fry tonight. After he struggled the other night against West Marshall, he has been locked in tonight. But a 2-0 count on McLeod. If you're Marshalltown, you just want base runners. See if you can't get that tying run to the plate and put a little pressure on East Marshall. And a 3-0 count. Exactly what the Bobcats want. They would take free passes all day in this 7th inning. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And a 4-pitch walk starts the 7th. That will snap 8 straight retired. And that will bring up Lars Schoenfelder. That's just that's the first walk allowed by Fry tonight. Schoenfelder at the plate. He struck out and rounded back to the pitcher. It's Fry with 4 straight balls and 5 straight. Well, any more balls, and you'd think Coach Chubb might make a trip out there to have a little conversation. A 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch and ball 2. He's been lights out all night. Suddenly can't find the strike zone. 6 straight balls. As Fry trying to get one in the strike zone here. The 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. Right down the middle with the fastball. 2 balls and a strike. 5-1 East Marshall. Fry looking towards first. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. That might have been ball 3. That was high. Schoenfelder has chased that high fastball tonight. And the count at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Grounded up the middle. Fry fields. Fires the second one. Newroth the first. And that's a double play. 1-6-3. A thing of beauty by the East Marshall defense. And that's a double play. And there's 2 down in the 7th. And now we'll have a pinch hitter. It'll be number 31. Kenneth Niederman. He's the last hope for Marshalltown. As Niederman pinch hitting for Ricken. Another terrific double play turned by East Marshall. And Niederman swings and misses for strike 1. So an 0-1 count. Fry 1 out away from his first win. And getting East Marshall 2 straight wins. This ball fouled back and now 1 strike away. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck is Stevenson. If Niederman can get on. The 1-2, and he struck him out looking to end it. And Fry with a complete game. He strikes out 11. And East Marshall defeats Marshalltown tonight 5-1. As the Bobcats, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on. They only left on 3, just 4 hits. Their run came in that 4th inning when they had 3 straight hits. The RBI single by Quinn McLeod, but Fry too much for the Bobcats tonight. 7 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. He struck out 11 and walked just 1 batter. We will take a break, come back, and wrap it all up for you. East Marshall defeats Marshalltown 5-1. This is Radio on the Go Sports on 92.9 and KDAO.com.
You've got goals. You need a plan. Don't waste time or money. At Marshalltown Community College, you get the power to choose. Transfer to a 4-year university or step straight into a career in healthcare or trades. Small classes, caring faculty, real-world experience. Marshalltown Community College. Your future starts now.
Big news from your local insurance team in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines. Assured Partners is now Gallagher Insurance, Risk Management, and Consulting. You'll still work with the same local people you know and trust. Now backed by the strength and global resources of Gallagher, a trusted name for nearly 100 years. More expertise, more solutions, stronger protection. Because we're stronger together. Stop by your local office today and discover the power of Gallagher.
Hi, this is Chris from Partner Communications. Did you know we now offer electrical services? Whether you're looking to change out a few lights within the home or wiring a whole new house, Partner can get it done. Master electrician Jeff Campbell will come to your home and provide you with a free estimate. Residential, agricultural, or commercial, let our courteous professional technicians complete your electrical projects. Call our office today, 641-498-7701.
Navigating mortgages can be very complex. Start your journey with the lending team at GNB Bank. We're committed to getting you to your next home. We offer both fixed rate and adjustable rate mortgages to fit your specific needs. Our experienced lenders help guide you through the process. You can make payments or receive customer service at your local GNB Bank office. Whatever your dream home looks like, we'll point you in the right direction at GNB Bank.
East Marshall defeats Marshalltown tonight 5-1 as the Mustangs behind Nathan Fry's complete game as he goes 7 innings, allows 4 hits and 3 runs, 11 strikeouts, 1 walk. Lars Schoenfelder will get the loss. He went 2 1/3, allowed no hits, 2 runs, 5 walks, 1 strikeout. Jalen Logston went the other 4 2/3. And he allowed 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. As he would be, might be a little bit more than that. Maybe it was 5 and. Well, he went 2 1/3 for sure. But whatever, we will figure that out. Another time, as maybe went 5 2/3. But then that'd be too much because that'd be 7. Yeah, that'd be more than 7, but whatever. He did pitch fairly well. I mean, did give up 6 hits and 3 runs. A lot of those hits came late. He was pitching well till the 5th. East Marshall started the 5th, loaded the bases with nobody out on 3 straight hits. Got an RBI fielder's choice from Cale Newroth. Then with I think it was Boswell at the plate. The play, Blake Newroth was on third. Cale Newroth was on first. He took off for second base. Marshalltown tried to run the play where you throw it to the cutoff man, and then he comes back firing home. And by the time Tatey got the throw back home, it was going to be probably too late anyway. But the throw was wild. Newroth wound up at third. Blake Newroth scored. That made it 4-1, then they'd add a 5th run on an RBI double by Jackson Bush. Offensively tonight for East Marshall, Burns with 2 hits. Newroth had a hit. Bush had a couple of hits. And Boswell a hit. Just 6 hits for East Marshall. For Marshalltown, they had just 4 hits. Logston had a single, Martin a single, and McLeod an RBI single. Holmgren also a single. Back in the first inning. So Marshalltown falls to 6-18. East Marshall with their 2nd straight win. They get to 5-13, but doesn't get much easier for East Marshall as they now hit the road to play at 6th-ranked Grundy Center on Monday night. Chuck Carpenter will have that for you. Can't remember if that one's on the radio. I think it is. I'm pretty sure that one is on the radio. So 92.9 and KDAO.com. East Marshall at Grundy Center. That will be coming up on Monday night at around 7 o'clock. And then I will have, I think, Colonesco softball at Collins Maxwell on Monday night as the Spartans and Royals get together. That game will start at 5 o'clock. You can watch it, KDAO.com. And the final game we'll have for you Monday night, Austin will be in State Center. West Marshall hosting South Hamilton in baseball. And that game will get started at approximately 7:30. Also, don't forget, we'll have the live stream of the Rose Festival Parade coming up for you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. You can watch that at KDAO.com. So East Marshall, maybe their best played game of the year. They did have some base running mistakes, I guess you'd say, but offensively, defensively, they played very, very well. as they defeat Marshalltown 5-1. And, I mean, what a job by Nathan Fry. A big bounce-back performance for him. He went just 2/3 of an inning against West Marshall Wednesday. Tonight, a complete game 4-hitter. Does allow just the one run. And 11 strikeouts and just one walk. And that beautiful 1-6-3 double play, which kind of put an end to any hopes Marshalltown had of rallying back in the seventh inning as the Bobcats fall here tonight, 5-1. Again, next up for both these teams, East Marshall will head to Grundy Center. Chuck Carpenter will have that call for you. You can watch at KDAO.com and listen on 92.9. That'll be an interesting matchup as Grundy Center now in first place in the NICL by themselves as they beat Dyke New Hartford last night. Of course, they do play Union tonight, so I guess if that didn't go well, or this afternoon, I guess they're playing that at 3:30. And then for Marshalltown, they've got a tough road trip as they're going to play 2 at Ames on Monday. They'll come back and host Fort Dodge. That will be on the 25th. I think Chuck's doing the softball game that night on the 25th. And then they'll host Mason City July 1st. I will do the baseball game on July 1st. And I think he might be doing July 6th versus Nevada. I don't know if he was doing softball or baseball, but turned out to be a nice night. The rain kind of moved off, and it was perfect conditions for baseball. And it is East Marshall knocking off Marshalltown in this non-conference matchup, 5-1. The Mustangs now 5-13. Marshalltown falls to 6-18. Want to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's broadcast: New Roth Trucking, Wells Fargo Advisors, Marshalltown Community College, Gallagher Insurance Risk Management and Consulting, Partner Communications, and GNB Bank. Final score once again: East Marshall defeats Marshalltown 5-1. I'm Andy Jennings saying so long from the MHS Diamond. This is Radio on the Go Sports on Soft Rock 92.9 and KDAO.com.
Tonight's game was made possible by New Roth Trucking, Wells Fargo Advisors, Marshalltown Community College, Gallagher Insurance, Risk Management, Consulting, Partner Communications, GNB Bank. This has been a special sports presentation of KDAO.